Yeah.
Shouldn't be drinking this coffee.
You're fine. Drink whatever you want to.
Okay.
Is it hard going into camp knowing you got a couple of guys suspended, or does that change the way that you practice or work things out a little?
Well, obviously it does. You'd rather not have that, but it's also exciting too in the fact that we got to spread some people around, play different positions, and get people ready. Of course, we got to get those guys ready too. We're just talking one game,
right?
They got to get ready as well. But at some point, we got to get a continuity for the front five. You know, playing together and getting ready to go to Georgia. So it'll add some, you know, excitement to it and some interest. So we tried to do a little bit of that in the spring.
Right.
With our tackles, the whole group, we even put a Kalen Davis in there.
Right.
And, you know, Shaq Anthony, Isaiah Battle, Joe Gore, Maverick Morris. And then we threw Kalen in there and did a great job. So I don't have any hesitation about putting him at tackle, really either side, and going.
Eric McLean started out spring, I think, at right tackle, but do you foresee him maybe moving inside and playing more guard?
I do. You know, I think the world of Eric McLean now. You know, he's been put at tackle, he's been put at guard, he's been tried everywhere, and that's very difficult. You know, we tried in the spring to get him in a spot and stay there a little while, and I love him. He hurt his foot, and pretty serious injury. He's just about full speed now. Works hard, great competitor, so it's going to be very interesting, you know, getting him back. But I do think he's an inside guy, can help us at guard, and I think he can play right tackle. So, you know, he could give us some help there if we needed to.
Now going back to Kalen, it was interesting that you said you would play him at tackle.
Well, he can play both.
He can play, yeah.
Right.
But he played guard mostly during the spring. Played right guard, I think.
But he played some tackle as well. Yeah, we put him in there. And we actually started last fall putting him in there just a little bit, you know, let him get a feel. Because he played tackle in high school. But, you know, he's lost weight. He's done good. He's in great shape. You know, he's quick as a cat. Kalen's one that, you know, he had that injury when he first got here and missed weightlifting with his lower body and back for a long time, and just now getting in the swing of it. A very powerful man, and now that he's lifting and he's really becoming something special. I think he can play at the next level one day.
Would you see a scenario where he could start at right tackle maybe against Georgia?
Well, like I said, I think he could play at either side, at either spot. And you know, the thing I like about Kalen, he will compete. He loves the challenge. And he loves it when someone says, you can't do that. Because he wants to prove that he can. And that's the thing I like about him. The other thing about Kalen, he's one of the smartest players I've coached in my whole career. He sees it. He knows what we're trying to do. He understands the offense. And, you know, all of them are exposed to it. Some of it, it's not a necessity that you have it to play, but if you understand that, you become a better player. And he does it. He can answer any question, every question, and he's like a coach on the field out there. Actually, he can keep people straight.
Is there a scenario where Tyrone Crowder could jump into the spot for some playing time?
There is. Tyrone's had a great summer, doing good, managing his weight, getting it down, you know, getting him in great shape is the biggest thing. Loves weightlifting, had a super day today in the weight room. Him and Maverick Morris are really starting to show, and you know, they are guys that were recruited specifically for this offense, and by that I mean, you know, since Coach Morris and myself have been here, guys who can run and pull and do all the things you need, and most of the guys that were here fit into that as well.
What does Jay Guillermo have to do to get on the field?
Well, he's learning to use his hands. That's the thing that's hurt him in pass protection. A very physical guy, hard worker. He's learned now. He knows what's going on, and I think you'll see more and more of him. You know, he's a possibility of playing center or guard. So I think that's something that But that's the only thing that he's been lacking is the use of hands.